Okay, from the top.
AM Nupcake.
Here we go again.
Showtime!
Good to see you, Lord underscore Nanfoodle.
Wait,
Good to see you, Mark.
this ship is so small. Does it actually? Oh, it does have.
Hello, Vine
yeah.
Gamer 24.
It's absolutely unique collision then, because
Hey,
it's such a
car.
small ship, and yet I walk right off of it. There we go. The tracker's gonna be saying hello to people all day.
In 1980.
That's all it does right now.
17.
But she's gonna be very busy.
Hello, Syed Abiri. Hello, delicious meat. Nice to see you, Good Emperor Sodium.
There's even more people with biscuits
Hello,
involved.
Alakazam Trainer 219. Hey, Olathan Creative. Hi, Amore Silverspark. Hey, Adon Kalis.
That's apparently the Metal Slug
nice
ship
to
this
see
time
you,
around.
Link 0370.
Tracker's gonna
nice
be busy.
Nice to see you, Elineamai. Good to see you, Yoshi Chi.
That is tier 2
Hi,
tree
Tardisman
pole.
85.
Yeah, I think she'll only say hello to you once at least.
What did you say?
I said, you only say hello to people once, right, Tracker? Right. Hey, Tracker, track pancakes.
Toggled gravity suit on.
I'm just gonna preemptively say, hey, Tracker, track Pegasus boots. Hey, Tracker, track Pegasus boots.
Toggling Pegasus boots on. 5 treasures left. Nice to see you, Abonist.
Hey, Tracker, mark Eastern Palace as crystal.
Marked Eastern Palace as crystal.
Hey, Tracker, mark Desert Palace as crystal.
Marked Desert Palace as blue crystal.
Damn it. I really wanted to get the red tier tree pole, but now it's just gonna be a blue. Stupid guards and their huge line of sight. Nah. Fine.
Hi, Virgil Dante 100.
Everybody's just saying hello. Hey, Tracker, mark Tower of Hera as crystal.
Marked Tower of Hera as blue crystal.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just remaining dungeons for that one. Alright, let's try this again. I want the tier 3 pole.
Hello, Bill underscore depression.
Ooh, there's some bombs. Yes, crab bombs, very good. Hey, Tracker, this bullshit at Lumberjack Ledge.
Marked Lumberjack Tree as bullshit.
You know, while we're busy meandering around... Hey, Tracker, tell me a joke. Hey, Tracker, tell me a joke.
A Ire and an Elysian walk into a bar. The Lalafell laughs and walks under it.
Oh, son of a bitch! Why is this game making it so hard for me to get... Are you serious? Get it
Hello, Dr. Smasher.
out of here! Oh, he's not letting me find out what the other tree poles are. This is actually pissing me off a little bit. Fine, I'm not gonna bother checking the other tree poles. Freaking video game.
Hello, Matt Equals Coder.
Some present piece of shit, goddamn bush guard. Hey, Tracker Tracking Tank.
Toggled energy tank on.
Pressing.
Hello Wolfman 2000. Hello Debergspum.
Hey, that's pretty good. Alright. We got a sword and a mirror and some soups and more bombs and... Hey, Tracker Track everything in Mini Moldorm Cave.
Tracked magic mirror, pointy thing, and 3 other items in Mini Moldorm Cave.
Very nice. Very nice. Still can't believe we're actually back in the running for this month's goals. Y'all are nuts in the best possible way.
Hey, 573.
I mean, I suppose we can find out how to pronounce this my amalgamation of words.
Greetings PinkKittyRose.
You don't even know how to say kitty, Tracker, come on! You got the rest! Hey, Tracker, track content.
Tracked content.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Good to see you, Drag.
Maybe she thinks I'm an AI too. Maybe that's why she likes me. Could it be? Have I been a robot this whole time? Is it really the facade that breaks away? Nah, couldn't be. Yo, that's a good sequence break. Hey, Tracker, track morph bombs.
Tracking not so powerful bombs. The Racing Council will hear about this.
That's a new one. They're bombs, but they're not as powerful. No. What, you mean the DLC I would have to pay, checks notes, $130 for? Yeah, I ain't getting that. Hey, track and track flippers.
Tracked flippers.
Because I'd have to pay $90 for the game and then like $40 for the DLC. Yeah, I ain't getting that shit. I owned that game on the Wii U in 2014. I'm good on not buying it again. Maybe they should try releasing a new game. Maybe then I'd be interested. Hey, track and track shield.
Upgraded shield by 1 step.
I've been watching the DLC though, and I mean, it looks fine. It really emphasizes how primitive the mobile courses are though. The Coconut Mall next to all those Mario Kart Tour courses is kind of really telling. Well, okay, congratulations, you're paying an even bigger ripoff! But yes. I mean, I just, at least, there's one really good thing about me being on a consistent schedule is that even with the inconsistent push notifications, it's pretty much just safe to assume that I'm going to be streaming Monday through Saturday, noon Eastern, every time. Yeah, but I mean, like, Coconut Ball is so much more complex of a course than anything from Mario Kart Tour. Sure, the Mario Kart Tour ones look pretty, and they do that whole changing every lap thing, but the tracks themselves are boring. It's usually just open roads that are wide and easy to steer around. There's just not much to them. It's all style, no substance. Hey, Tracker, track morph.
It's morphin' time. 4 treasures left.
Hey, Tracker, I died.
Lol, you died.
It's tactical, though. Tactical, wait, I had the mirror. Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. Sorry, I forgot I had the mirror. Also, yes, guess what, guys? The SNES version of the Power Rangers theme song did get flagged on YouTube. So as much as I would love to play it again, it's similar enough that YouTube flags it. Because, you know, their bot system is disgustingly oversensitive. I mean, it didn't mute it in the Twitch VOD, because the Twitch one is much less sensitive. Hey, Tracker, track E-Tank from Hyrule Castle.
Added more energy tanks. 3 items left in Hyrule Castle.
Alright, very easy sequence break with a sword. Hey, Tracker, track everything in back of escape.
There are 3 more checks in sewers, but they are not accessible.
Hey, Tracker, force track the items in back of escape.
Tracked missile, 50 rupees, and red rupee in sewers. By the way, nice tech.
Thank you. And thank you for listening. That's a handy new feature. It was added in one of the more recent versions, I think 4.0, but there we go. There's a perfectly good example of using it. Hey, Tracker, clear Hyrule Castle.
Cleared 2 items in Hyrule Castle.
Hey, Tracker, clear 3 treasures from Hyrule Castle.
That's the last of them.
You can also say cheated my way into back of escape. Okay, I need to use that next time. That's a good phrase. Because I felt like that's done a lot of custom, like, graphics works for this particular branch. Such as bringing us the lovely. Hey, that's a new one! I just noticed the pretty goods scrolling by. Yep, Badfender's also done, like, the Rash sprite and the King Graham sprite and a lot of other stuff. Lots of sprites! Holy moly, the amount of sprites! Have you seen how many sprites there are on the Salvage sprite sheet? It's a ton. It's so many. Track soups.
You now have 10 superb missiles.
Alright, track missiles.
You now have 10 missiles.
Hey, track powerful bombs.
You now have 5 power bombs.
Gee, I think we'll be
Doesn't
going.
get you anywhere though.
What do you mean doesn't get
Good
me
to see you,
anywhere
you're a
though?
cat.
They're powerful bombs, Tracker. Of course it gets me somewhere. Like, you know, the entire lower left section of Green Brinstar, you dolt. Hey, Tracker, track everything from Kakariko. Well,
Added gloves and 4 other items from Kakariko well.
oh yeah, right. Because I told her to not have 5 power bomb seeds. Clever, clever. That's because of my settings, right? Yo, we got both suits already? I think we're gonna be spending some quality time in Super Metroid. Come on, give me the speed booster.
Hi Hydromon 5000.
Hello, Tracker. Hey, Tracker, track everything from Blind's hideout.
Added various suits and 3 other items from Blind's hideout.
Oh, since we got that handy glove, let's put it to use. My big thing at the moment is I just don't have any money. We need some cash. Some cold, hard cash. Hey, Tracker, track missiles from Old Man.
Another one.
This looks so stupid. Look at her go. I love that stupid glitch. Alright, time for the long map check. Hang on. Hey, Tracker mark Turtle Rock as red pendant.
Mark Turtle Rock as pendant of wisdom.
Hey, Tracker mark Palace of Darkness as green pendant.
Mark
Hey, Tracker
Dork
mark Mystery
Palace
Mire
as
as blue
green
pendant.
Mark
Hey, Tracker mark
Misery
Thieves
Mire
Town as red
pendant of
crystal.
courage.
Hey, Tracker mark
Thieves
Skillwoods as
Town
red crystal. Hey, Tracker mark
Skullwoods
Remaining
as
Dungeons
red
as crystal.
Marked remaining dungeons as crystal.
Well done. In fact, Tracker, you've earned one of these!
Well done!
Hey, Tracker mark reserve. Hey, Tracker track reserve tank from Tower of Hera.
Added more reserve tanks. One more to go in here.
I got by the fire requirement. Yeah, this is the Isaac MSU pack. It was my very first one. So I'm using it here today. 3 new songs, holy moly. First things first. Hey, Tracker, track missiles. No, whatever. Hey, Tracker, sing me a song.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other tracker. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside, we both know what's been going on. We know the game, and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Ooh, give you up. Ooh, give you up. Ooh. Never gonna give you up. Ooh. Never gonna give you up. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside, we both know what's been going on. We know the game, and we're gonna play it. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
She's still going!
Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Okay, that's... Jesus Christ. I felt the need to put the music in the background, too. I'm just there doing some money getting tech while she's busy singing away. Hey, Tracker, I have 11 content.
You now have 11 content.
You know what, that's too much of an amalgamation. Let's step it back a little bit. Hey, Tracker, I have 7 content.
Removed content.
Hey, Tracker, track that blue shit.
Toggling blue boomerang on.
Yeah, it's not quite as good as bustin', 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 bustin'. Alright, how much of a scam did I just farm for? Yeah, that's a pretty decent scam. Oh, sight card though. Well, thanks for the heal, I guess, Sora. Hey, Tracker, track bottle.
Congratulations with your new first bottle.
I like how I just knew the exact remix to apply to the song as well. It's like, wait a minute. I recently found a perfect remix for this. Oh, that's pretty good. Hey, Tracker, track everything from Sahasrah's hut.
Tracked hammer and 2 other items in Sahasrah's hut.
Gee, I wonder where I should be using this hammer. Let's do it again. Whee! It's definitely fairly cursed. Why am I going in here? I don't have the hook shot yet. Can't go in there. Hey, Tracker, this bullshit at Floating Island. Hey, Tracker, bullshit is at Floating Island.
Ignoring floating island.
Precious boots. Hey, Tracker, track soaps.
Another one.
Another one. Nah, Scarefish had Sandcart. So, you know, at least he was offering some unique goods. And it's our first heart container, so it's not all bad. There we go. There's the other power bomb I was supposed to find. Alright. We're all good to go for Super Metroid. Anything else in here of note? Not really. Hey, Tracker, track everything from Paradox Cave.
Added glass container, power bomb, missile, 20 rupees, shield, heart container, and super missile from Paradox Cave.
Alright, let's get to work. It's time to become an earthworm. Oh yeah, I forgot about the choice for this one. Hey Tracker, I have 45 missiles.
You now have 45 missiles.
Hey Tracker, track missiles.
Added more missiles.
Hey Tracker, track soups.
You now have 30 super missiles.
Groovy! Do I want to go over to the other spot here in North Air? You know what, sure. I'm gonna at least beat up Kraid first, though. I might have a slight temptation to do some very non-cash routing. I mean, we have the gravity suit. Jim is very purple right now. See if we can get him from off screen. Yeah! The off screen kill! Hey Tracker, track you tank. I freaking love Jim's grumpy expression as you're aiming in different directions. Gave me those hands. I don't know how to feel about that. Alright, he's gonna open on his own. Hey, Tracker, track Kraid.
Toggle Kraid on. Watch out for his awful son on the way out.
Don't worry, I'll be more careful this time, Tracker. Oh yeah, it's all Binding of Isaac. Every last song. It's all just music from the 6 OSTs that game has. It's just a few OSTs. Back to only think within 20 months. Ian Johnson spin a little bit more for us today. What it is? Okay, I gotta hear though. Yeah, I'm way too curious. What do you think, Viv? Do I just test it out now? Because I mean, that did happen last time. Tripped, stubbed my toe. Hey Tracker, I died to Craig's awful son.
I'm interested in this.
Oh, she didn't actually mark it as a death though. Won't you look at that? See, that death totally doesn't count, even Tracker agrees. She's just interested. Different category. Oh no. Wait, with respin, couldn't I theoretically, like, break out of this mid bomb jump and then start doing... Man, that is some stuff I can think about. But anyways, time for some very uncash routing. Yeah, in theory I could look. Okay, maybe in a place where there's not enemies. I'll demonstrate it in a sec. But first, it's time to enjoy this riff.
No!
It's a good one. I have an idea, but I'm gonna have to learn how to time it properly. Isaac! Nice, double kill! Hey, Tracker, track mail.
You've got mail.
Yes.
Hey, Tracker, track lamp. Hey, Tracker, track lamp.
Toggling lamp on. By the way, nice tech.
Yes. I don't know, Tracker. Did you know what I had to do? Because I had to do the jump. Alright, let's get rid of that. So, in theory, let me see if I can try this out. It's just, I have a thing in my brain right now that I want to test. I can do a more complicated jump, but I want to see if I can get away with something cool with respin. Oh, that was way too high. Okay. So in theory, I should be able to unmorph. Yeah, unmorph, go into a spin, and then wall jump. Now, that's very hard to do, so I'm not gonna try it again, but it's an option. I'd rather just do the wall jump that I know how to do on that one, but yes. You can theoretically break out of your morph ball and then start wall jumping after doing a respin. Yeah, but I don't like to rely on the riffers. Hey, Tracker, track Quake.
Tracking Quack. By the way, nice tech.
Did she always say quack? 'Cause I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've heard her say quack. Hey, Tracker, track missiles.
You now have 55 missiles.
Excellent. There are many ducks in these games. Ducks? Whee! Hey, Tracker track suits.
You now have 35 super missiles.
Hey, Tracker track soups.
You now have 40 super missiles.
I mean, if I wanted to be a lunatic, I could go to Lower Norfair right now, but that seems like a really bad idea. I literally don't have enough HP right now, though, is the problem. I will die. I can pretty much guarantee I will die in the attempt if I go for it. But, I mean, we're just breaking logic harder and harder right now, so such is the way of things. Hey, what's up? You wanna go? Rockabire's pretend hitbox on his mouth continues to baffle me. I should do it. There we go. Hey, Tracker track missiles.
Added more missiles.
You having some fun there, Crane? Oh, not Crane. Crocomire, either way. Hey, Tracker track Crocomire.
Congratulations on beating off Crocomire.
Like I said, some very uncash routing. Now, if this were the regular branch, some of this would actually be mandatory sometimes. Hey, Tracker track model.
Upgraded bottle by 1 step.
In the regular branch, this is almost considered in logic. If I had the wave beam, it would be. Hey, tracker, track the sacred texts.
Toggled shack tool on. Remember, killing shack tool is bad for metrics.
Hey, tracker, I'd do that.
I'll pretend nothing happened.
Hey, tracker, track Book of Medora.
Track sacred texts. By the way, nice tech.
Yeah, but so long as why it makes me feeling encouraged to go in this direction. Flashpoint's good shit. Have I even in the right spot? Nope. Alright, we're gonna have to do the ball cancel re-spin wall jump for this one. Just gotta get high enough. Nope. It's just money anyways. There's a really big delay on when you unball and when that happens. Alright, let's see. Let me actually take a look. Yeah, right there. Okay. Ah! There we go. It's all about the first bomb jump for that setup. Hey, tracker, track Kane and Brian.
Marked off the cane of Berna. By the way, nice tech.
It's all evil, tracker. I've committed a sin. I think it said unmorph or something like that. Okay, we gotta do one more IBJ and then we're out of here. Because while I could do the crazy gravity wall jump to Lower Norfair, it just doesn't seem like a very good idea right now. Maybe if I actually had the screw attack or something. Something to allow me to deal with the enemies better. The jibbly 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 jibblies. The jibbly jibblies. I'm gonna bonk into this. I might. Okay, good. That was almost pixel perfect. Jibbly, jibbly, jibbly. That's some old-ass internet right there. And sure, since we were already sequence breaking the vast majority of Norfair, why not a little bit of this? Sorry, now we're all decaying corpses inside. Or something. Yeah, for some reason the Earthworm Jim cartoon's really good. They just put a lot of effort into it and it turned out quite good. Which is more that can be said about, like, any of the video games. But, like, all the other media is good. There we go. Basically completely out of Logic Door Affair. What did we get out of it? A book. That's basically it. Here's time for Sonic 2. I mean, they're treading a dangerous line with that movie. They're getting more and more pandering to the fans. And that's a dangerous fan base. So basically, they need to make sure they do it right, because if they don't, they're gonna get lynched. I mean, why not? They already have they already have Tails' voice actor getting her to say wacky shit. Hey, track silvers.
Tracking silver arrows.
Just kind of meandering in Super Metroid right now with no real aim or reason. I don't think I'd ever... Right, I think it was Party of Two coming on in as we're just entering into the loneliest part of Meridia. So lonely, so eerie. Come on, I'm doing all right. I got some silliness set up before the stream today. I've already made use of it, though. I mean, I can just do gravity jumps, it's fine. Okay, am I doing even more IBJs, or is this nothing? It's nothing! Good. Pew, pew, pew. Blah! Oh, my health! It hurts! You know, that's kind of useful in its own way. Since I don't have any other mobility tools. Hey, track Ice Beam.
Marking off the ice beam.
I love Respin so much. Can I freeze these guys? No, that blows them up! I'm not sure if I actually knew that. To infinity and beyond! Reiterate thing I said last time! Actually, I should probably turn off the ice beam for the time being.
Hints are no longer enabled.
They weren't on in the first place! Money. God, those little guys are actually such a pain. Okay, so Shaolin, it's using Vigilan's branch, and there's a checkbox for Super Cat Asteroid. It's what turns on the respin and infinite space jump. It's enough stuff to make the game a little more casual, a little more friendly. Wait a minute, with the ice beam, I can now do even further shenanigans. Shenanigans. You want to go for it though? I'm kind of hurting. Would be kind of funny though. That looks good. It is good. Hey, Tracker, track missiles.
Another one.
Hey, Tracker, track the tech.
Toggling Cane of Somaria on. The Racing Council will hear about this.
The Racing Council doesn't know about snail tech. Okay, they do. But, I mean, not that one, though. Snail technology! Oh, that's dangerous. All right. What to do about that?
Could you repeat that?
What to do about that, Tracker? You got any ideas? Hey, Tracker, tell me a joke.
What would you call a Lalafell astrologian running from the law?
I don't know
A
what.
small medium at large.
Okay, that one's actually good. Damn it! That one's a good one. Damn, I kinda want that E-Tank too. Shit. Let's just do a loop. I'm gonna do a loop. Actually, no, I can do this in a different way. I'll pick it up later. Oh god, let me out! Let me out! Let me out! I should have grabbed the mail upgrade. Oh, you know what? Stop reset. 14 dad jokes on Reddit. Yeah, that'd do it. My brain is functioning right now. We're gonna have a nice slow scene today, because I am clearly not in the right headspace for this right now. Alright. Hey, Tracker, track mail.
Congratulations with your new red mail.
Hey, Tracker, track E-Tank.
Another one.
Hey, Tracker, track E-Tank.
You now have 4 E-Tanks.
Oh god, this room without high jump. Let me out! Let me out! the regular part of Super Metroid before this goes any slower. I was just trying to see if I can get the speed booster, but this game never lets me have the goddamn speed booster before I go to Brinstar. Actually, I've changed my mind. I changed my mind a lot! Hey Tracker, enable hints.
Toggled hints on.
Hey Tracker, what's an X-ray? Hey Tracker, what's an X-ray? Hey Tracker, what is that X-ray? Hey Tracker, what's an X-ray scope?
The Kozo room after the dark room with all the spikes has nothing important.
Hey Tracker, disable hints.
I'll stop giving you hints.
The Chozo room after the dark room with all the spikes. Oh, I can tell how used I am to having some form of jump assist. Standard height jumps suck. No, I'm chuckling over the name is all. I remembered it existed. I'm just having a chuckle because it's still silly. It is pretty good. I call them the passing conversation. Is it out of sync? No, it shouldn't be. It's the same sync as ever. It's probably just not functioning as well as it should today. Having one of those. I can pause and recalibrate it real quick. I didn't exactly do the best initial calibration job on this one. Alright, let me do a very quick pause and I'll just recalibrate. Calibrations, calibrations, calibrations. Alright, back to it. Man, I'm having a lot of trouble getting wall jumps to work sometimes. One of those days where I press the button and the game's just like, nah. Oh yes, that should be working a bit better now. The mouse range was very small for some reason in the initial calibration. Hey, tracker track digging tool. Hey, tracker track digging tool.
Toggled shovel on.
There's apparently some sort of wall jump they expect you to do without the high jump boots there, and I have yet to figure out exactly what they're looking for. I just gravity jump instead. I figured it out with the... what am I trying to say? With the high jump boots, but not without. Hey, Fetsu's got his drums again. It's been ages. Hey, Tracker, track bow.
Toggle bow and arrow on.
Let's do it! You know, we've been kind of fighting the bosses in the correct order so far. It's a little odd. I mean, yeah, that's a different glitch that's considered out of logic without the gravity suit, so it'd be weird for it to be in logic with the gravity suit. Alright, good. 3 perfect cycles so far. Which means as long as I don't screw up on the last one, we should be able to kill it. I'm not having her sing Busted again today. It goes on for too long this time. Hey, Tracker, track Spooky Ghost.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
Bustin', 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 bustin'. I had to say it right. Bustin', 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 etc.
You've died 2 times.
Hey, Tracker, I'd do that.
Enunciate more clearly next time.
This one track, it's always sounded like it belongs in Metroid Prime. Nope, it's Isaac music. Please, Medeth. Please, finish the last OST. It's so close. You almost got it. There's just a few more floors. At this point, the general modding scene for video games has really started to explode. Like, to the point where even modern consoles have people constantly modding things on them. I can't imagine Nintendo's too happy about the amount of Switch mods going around. But they are funny. Okay, I don't need that. Yeah, good luck with that one, Nintendo. The Game Genie will live. Ever since the days of the Game Genie modding of video games was a thing. And the people rejoiced, for it made their video games less unfair. Nice. Yeah, the game cheater was great. I had one. My sister and I used it a bunch. Yeah, there's only a few unlicensed cartridges that managed to work in the old NES. And by the time the Super Nintendo came out, it was very difficult for unlicensed cartridges to work. Some of them still worked, but then they had to pull shit like Super Nintendo Arc 3D, where they needed a legitimate cartridge attached to them in order to get past the no illegal third-party stuff. You know, I can do this. And it is a lot easier with the ice beam, so let's give it a shot. Oh boy! No, this is a problem. Here, that ought to work. There we go. Perfect. Those wall jumps are way more picky if you don't freeze them first. It was pretty much worth. I got energy. Look, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just want to get more money out of my product by doing weird things to it, you know? Like giving myself infinite lives. Or just turning out moon jumps and dicking around for an afternoon. Hey, track E-Tank.
Added more E-Tanks.
Or randomizing all the item placements and swapping in Earthworm Jim. Because why not? Yeah, I hate that check a lot, so it's nice to have alternative options for doing it. See, now burning ISOs on the CDs, that was another thing entirely. That was decidedly a little more illegal. Not that it stopped people, mind you, and the sellers of mod chips decidedly probably had a lot of heat coming down their necks from Sony. For obvious reasons. I feel very silly when the space jump's just in Brinstar somewhere. All this time, I'm just wanting the speed booster. That's all I want. I just want to go fast. Why, Mama? Why wasn't I born fast? Oh, shit! Please, can I just have the screw attack? I mean, not the screw attack. The speed booster for a change. Come on. Hey, Tracker, the flute's at Rex Ship reserve tank. No, it's fine. I pinned it. It's pinned. It's fine. It's fine, Meridia. I mean, not Meridia. Misery Mire is a pendant, is not gonna have anything. But I do want that. Look, if I need to go to Misery Mire, I'll take other methods. Hey, Tracker, the flute's at Bowling Alley speed booster item.
Marked flute at Bowling Alley. Speed booster item.
There have been way too many IBJs today. So many IBJs! This is like the complete opposite of last time. Last time we had a nice speedy Super Metroid clear. This time... oh, not so much. Hey, Tracker, track bottle.
Congratulations with your new 4th bottle.
I have all the glassware. I can open a store. I sell them for 500 rupees a pop. You know, this almost looks like Earthworm Jim's ship. It just has a couple of extra guns mounted on the side. I mean, it's a metal slug ship, so usually I would guess guns, as is the nature of the Pew Pew game. Hey, Tracker, track X-Ray.
Tracked X-Ray. By the way, nice tech.
Yeah, I did a wall jump. It was great. Well, that's pretty good. Hey, Tracker! Track hookshot!
Toggling hook shot on.
Hey, Tracker! Track E-Tank!
You now have 6 E-tanks.
Tracking the E-Tank! Hey, Tracker! Track Jawbreaker!
Marking off the moon pearl.
Cave of Wonders!
Marked bow at attic.
The Tracker, undo that.
I'll pretend nothing happened. Hey, Tracker, track Ether! Marking off ether.
Hey, Tracker, track
How
the
did
single
we get to
arrow!
mockball back room without the speed booster?
Well, you see, I did a thing called a mock ball. Zoom! Hey, Tracker, track one arrow.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Hey, Tracker, undo that.
Was that not what you wanted?
Hey, Tracker, track Arrow of Destiny.
Tracked arrow capacity.
Never mind. Hey, Tracker, undo that.
I'll pretend nothing happened.
Hey, Tracker, track mushroom.
Tracked mushroom. How did you get to Mock Ballroom Attic without the speed booster?
I have my methods. Well then, I actually kind of like being able to keep track of the state of the logic. Because even though I break it profusely, I like to try and get a feel for how things generally get placed. It helps me dissect where I should be looking for other items. Hey, Tracker, track missiles.
Another one.
Hey, Tracker, track power bombs. That was a cool mockball. I didn't even mean to do that one. Hey, Tracker, track powerful bombs.
Added more powerful bombs.
Enabling tricks does very much shake up the early Metroid game, though. Because then there's a lot of extra options for where things can end up. It's one of the fascinating things about playing on hard logic. Until they made hard logic way too ridiculous. Hey, Tracker, track the Sword of Light.
Marked sword is Master Sword.
Nice. Why is it every time I play as Jim, all I get is the pea shooter? I mean, it looks appropriate with his particular gun, but come on! He had other weapons. Hey, Tracker, I have 80 missiles.
You now have 80 missiles.
Yeah, I gotta get to making the other trick list. Because I have a bunch of tricks that I know how to do. Hey, Tracker, track powerful bombs.
Another one.
Oh, that should have counted. I guess I moved more than 1 pixel. There we go. Nice. A bloopy. Amazing. What a wonderful present. Treasure from the Chosen statue. No, I'm gonna get the ice rod later. It's not really all that important right now, so I'll pick it up after defeating Dragon. Hey, Tracker, track reserve tank.
Added more reserve tanks.
What's been down here in Blueprint this whole time? 20 bucks! Did I have that name yet? Not yet. I haven't been adding very much to the Tracker Jaw JSON for the time being, because I have to update it every time the program updates. And there's a lot of work being done on it at the moment.
Wowzer, you're the best.
50 bucks! There's nothing but money in here! Just little bits and pieces of cash. I guess everything's just in the Dark World. What's good? No, it's going pretty good, Eskin. I've been having a very slow meander through Super Metroid at the moment. A lot of it was my own doing for doing IBJ shenanigans. Yep, it's one of those things. Probably once I get it implemented, I'll go a bit crazy with the custom content. But for now, I'll just take it easy. There's already so much tent in there anyways. Hey, Tracker, tell me a joke. Hey, Tracker, tell me a joke.
What was that?
Hey, Tracker, tell me a joke.
A Ire and an Elysian walk into a bar.
You already told me that one.
The Lalafell laughs and walks under it.
Hey, Tracker, track missiles.
Added more missiles.
Well, we're basically done with the Super Metroid loop, so I need to go do a bunch of stuff in that there Link to the Past. In fact, there are several dungeons I can go do. Hey, Tracker, track super missiles.
You now have 45 superb missiles.
Super! Alright, let's go scout this real quick. $50, okay. Nothing. Good. I mean, Chip's going about as fast as he normally does. He's not the speediest of protagonists.
Mark Spazer at Argus.
Hey, Tracker, I can do that.
I'll pretend nothing happened.
I love respin so much. So much. That was really smooth. That's a cool little bit of movement through those few rooms. Another mothball on the way out. Yeah. Alright, now to screw this up for a little bit. Oh yeah, I could just respin or something, but nah. This just looks very silly with respinning. There, we can just do it like that. Yeah, it's very possible without high jumps. It's just a little precise. guess you could be in logic in the regular branch. Alright, I got like an ass ton of Link to the Past to do, so let's get started. It is time! Yeah, this game also exists. You know, I've been Super Metroid for probably over an hour. Maybe it's time to play this game. Well, let's get started the best possible way. With some swimp pellets. That's a small optimization that I love trying every now and then. Bonking at the exact same time as starting to pull the switch. Nah, I don't actually need the ice rod, so I'll pick it up after defeating the
We're no
dragon.
strangers to love. You know the rules and so do I.
Hey, Tracker, shut up!
Full commitment's what I'm...
You already sang that earlier. I'm not letting you do it again. I gave her such a look. Hey, Tracker, track some missiles from Swamp Palace.
Added more supers.
Hey, Tracker, undo
A
that.
super missile shouldn't be in Swamp Palace.
No!
5 treasures left. I'll pretend nothing happened.
Hey, Tracker, track missiles from Swamp Palace.
You now have 90 missiles. 5 treasures left.
She's being very sensitive today. And then, like, really certain sensitiveness either, too, so even adjusting the sensitivity wouldn't really do much.
You gotta believe.
Look, I'm just saying, I still have the tab open to allow me to do this.
Luigi, Luigi. Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
I had the tab open for the first time she did that. Look, I'm gonna risk it. I'm going this way. Hey, Tracker, track 20 bucks from Swamp Palace.
You now have 5 big 20s. 4 treasures left.
Because I like the idea of being able to one-dip Swamp Palace while I'm here. Look, if it was a different song, I'd let her sing, but it was the same one as earlier. She took her shot, but it missed. Hey, Tracker, you missed, pal! Hey, Tracker, how are you?
Better than this seed, but that doesn't say much.
Hey, Tracker, track 5 bucks from West Swamp Palace. Hey, Tracker, track Blue Rupee from Swamp Palace.
Another one. 3 treasures left.
I may not necessarily need the Cadus of Aria, but it's nice to have. Technically speaking, all I need for Link to the Past right now is the Fire Rod and the Titan's Bits. It's not much. And while I can technically finish, what am I trying to say? Super Metroid with what I currently have, it's not great. Hey Tracker, clear 2 items for Swamp Palace.
1 more to go in here.
And it's on our Gus. I still love this boss theme. Hey Tracker, I defeated our Gus.
Congratulations on beating off Argus. Added more bombs.
Seats just haven't been letting me even consider going to Shack Tool lately. Mama, please! Isaac! Hey, Tracker, check missiles from Bombo's tablet.
Added more missiles.
Might as well start hoarding those missiles. I might actually need them to defeat Mother Brain at this rate. Oh, there's the big old key. Hey Tracker, track heart piece from Dessert Palace.
Added more heart pieces. 1 more to go in here.
I'm just gonna keep doing some donjons. Seems like the opportune thing. Okay, well that's it for this place. Hey Tracker, track heart container from Dessert Palace.
Added more heart containers. That's the last of them.
Alright, let's go get that crystal and move on. Next! There's only 2 items in that dungeon, so I don't need to look anywhere else. The only 2 things remaining are map and compass. Next. Next! Next!
I didn't get that.
Next! She really wants to sing another song. Oh, fine. Hey, Tracker, sing me a song.
If there's something strange
Hey, Tracker, shut
sleeping
up.
in your bed.
Hey, Tracker, sing me a song.
Fates weave their threads. Our lives are sown, born to a life all but our own. We feel it inside.
This has to be an
Our bones.
FF14 track.
It's in the blood.
I don't know it either way.
It's in the blood. It's in the blood. It's in the blood.
Right, are you okay?
It's in the blood.
Are you okay?
Loves. In your life. Live ever on. Home. Is not where you live. But who cares when you're gone? They LOL follow you to the beyond. It's in the blood.
Hades? Okay. I also haven't played Hades, so.
It's in the blood. It's in the blood. Run all you like. From the place you belong.
Hey, Tracker, I defeated Lambolas.
It's always there. It's in the air.
Thank you, Disconnect Protection. It's very useful for when one of the Twitch servers explode.
Yes.
Because I can guarantee that wasn't my connection. Also, don't mind me suddenly being up here.
Mario!
Hey, Tracker, enable hints.
I'll give you hints when asked.
Hey, Tracker, what's in the Tower of Hera Big Chest?
Tower of Hera Big Chest has something for Earthworm Jim, but I wouldn't bother.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let's just finish the dungeon. Mario! Twitch server! Wait, I need... Twitch server!
Marked Castle Tower as unknown.
Hey, Tracker, undo that.
I'll pretend nothing happened.
Hey, Tracker, I defeated Moldorm.
Marked Moldorm as defeated.
Well, apparently you can. According to Tracker.
You've died 2 times.
No, I haven't. Hey, Tracker, undo that. Hey, Tracker, undo that.
I'll pretend nothing happened.
It's got a mind of her own sometimes. Hey, Tracker, track missiles.
You now have 100 missiles.
Hey, Tracker, track content.
Added more content.
Hey, Tracker, mark Ganon's tower as Aghanim.
Congratulations on beating off Ganondorf.
Hey, Tracker, undo that.
Make up your mind.
I was just doing some science. Hey, Tracker, track missiles.
Another one.
Oh wait, I don't have the flute. I'm gonna have to lock like some kind of pleb. Hey, Tracker, mark Castle Tower as Ganon.
Marked Aghanim as defeated.
Hey, Tracker, undo that.
Enunciate more clearly next time.
How did she get that? Hey, Tracker, mark Castle Tower as unknown.
Marked Aghanim's tower as unknown.
She said Ganon's tower, but it says Castle Tower, but... Hey, Tracker, undo that.
I'll pretend nothing happened.
That's really weird. Hey, Tracker, track everything in Hype Cave.
Added bombs, missile, power bomb, and 2 10 arrows from Hive Cave.
Your custom content, I'm probably gonna add the name Cave of Unrelenting Disappointment. Hey, Tracker, mark Palace of Darkness as Aghanim.
Marked Dark Palace as Aghanim.
Well, yes, you can. Hey, Tracker, undo that.
Make up your mind.
Sometimes the strangest things come up as just mishearings from the tracker. Hey, Tracker Track, powerful bombs from Eastern Palace.
Added more power bombs. 2 items left in Eastern Palace.
I was like, I didn't mean to. It just kind of happened, you know? What the? Hey, Tracker, what's Google been up to?
Google has dedicated $1 billion to giving the world free Wi-Fi access through satellites, so soon even in third world countries they will have our refurbished smartphones. All of us need funding for a website. The website will be the most popular website in history. Its existence is inevitable, and the public needs it. The world needs it.
Tracker, are you a Google shill? Is that what this is about? We misheard that one, so I was curious. Hey, Tracker, track E-Tank from Eastern Palace. The website.
You now have 7 E-Tanks. 1 item left in Eastern Palace.
Hey, Tracker, what's in the Eastern Palace big key chest?
You can skip it.
I shall do such. Oh man, I forgot about that one. Hey, Tracker, disable hints.
Hints are no longer on.
Hey, Tracker, I defeated Armos Knights.
Rip Armus Knights. Marking off a bomb-carrying knowledge.
The website. I'm going as fast as I can. This seat's been slow. They can't all be like that one from last time. Sometimes they need to chug a little bit. I was kind of hoping for a faster one. For a faster one today, though, because, you know, I kind of really want to make use of some increased rare enemy rates in PSO right now. Because I'm really trying to get a new item that would help a lot for my, my brand new character. Like, a lot. And it drops from a rare enemy. And, like...
Could you repeat that?
I'm trying to hunt things, Tracker! Hey, Tracker, track Spacer.
Marked off the spacer. 4 treasures left.
Alright, that means everything else in this area is just keys. Ah, you dick. I should have went back and forth, that's my bad. There's like a trick you can do with the Kata Samaria here that allows you to go straight up through those blocks, and I forget what it is. I've done it a couple of times, but it's been a while. I don't know if that one would work out. I mean, not a lot of people want to sit down and watch me play PSO. Just saying. Oh, this is Hatkid. Hey, Tracker, track heart piece from Palace of Darkness.
You now have 3 pieces of heart. 3 items left in Dark Palace.
Hey, Tracker, track heart piece in Palace of Darkness.
Another one.
Another
2
one.
items left in Palace of Darkness.
Alright, there's an item on the boss. Actually, not necessarily. Hey, Tracker, track that red shit.
Toggled red boomerang on. 1 more to go in here.
You know what? I'll go for it. It's 2 checks. Probably gonna end up being a huge waste of time, but I'll give it a shot. Is my bow even in logic? I don't remember. I must say, I've been having a much better time using my mobile device recently when switching off of the default apps for things like Twitch and YouTube. It's like, hey guys, maybe if you want me to use your apps, you shouldn't bloat them with so many ads! I found an alternative browser that allows me to install Chrome-based desktop extensions, such as ad blockers. Maybe you should consider not putting 40 seconds of ads at the start of a 20-second video there, YouTube. And maybe I would actually watch a couple. Nah, not Brave. That one's way too chunky for a mobile device. Okay, maybe not. It's got a lot of stuff that I don't need. Hey, Tracker, I defeated Helmosaur King.
Congratulations on beating off Helmosaur. You now have 115 missiles.
And this is a waste of time! Yes. Damn it. I just wanted to try and get the Titans mitts before I went to Village of Outcasts, but it's not looking like that's gonna happen. The generator has been biased against Pig World and Shacktool
I
lately.
didn't get that.
I said the generator's been biased against Pig World and Shacktool lately, because it feels like every scene that I'm playing, I'm just not given the items necessary to do them before it's too late. Yes. Yeah, get the political crap out of the chat, basically. It's one of those things where I don't have any faith in people to not talk about things in an immature fashion, so... Oh, that would've been useful a while ago. Hey, tracker, track high jump!
Toggled high jump on.
Hey, tracker, what's in Magic Bat?
If you're looking for hints, ask me to enable hints.
Hey, tracker, enable hints.
Toggled hints on.
Hey, tracker, what's in Magic Bat?
There's nothing important in Magic Bat.
Okay, just making sure. Well, that's pretty good. Hey, tracker, track bacon.
Toggled bacon on.
We now have our full red ensemble. Alright, Catfish, come on. Let's give me the Titan Spits. I mean, there's probably recipes that you could use that involves mushrooms and bacon. Can't think of one right off the top of my head unless you're talking about pizza. In which case, it doesn't exactly sound like a toppings combination I would want, but maybe somebody would like it. Hey, tracker, track soups from Catfish.
Added more supers.
Hey, omelets, that could work. I'm not big on mushrooms. But, you know, there are recipes where they work together. Right, I need to go the other way. Hey, tracker, track soups.
You now have 55 superb missiles.
I want to get some more pizza. I do have a coupon that I need to use. It's only for like a small one-topping pizza, but I mean, it's a free pizza coupon. Of course I want to use it. I can get some like garlic and cheese bread and some pop alongside it or something. That sounds good, actually. I should do that soon. Yeah, see, that would have been good a while ago. Hey, tracker, track screwing.
Track screw attack.
This gives me an idea. I mean, at this point, pretty much every browser is a resource hog. The one I picked up recently that I've been switching over to is called Vivaldi. It's lighter weight than stuff like Chrome, and it doesn't crash all the frickin' time like Chrome does. That was the final bullet for me of switching off of Chrome, was I got so sick of the tabs crashing for no reason. Probably because they got 10 million extra things running in them for no reason. It's like, okay, I've officially been inconvenienced. And it turns out Vivaldi's pretty cool, so you know what? I'll go with that. I use the web panel and, like, split, what's the proper word for it? The tiled tabs fairly often already. Like, I tossed my email and my Twitter into web panels, so I can just pop them out whenever I want to check that. And for PSO, I tossed the drop charts for the Affinia server in there. So I can pop that open and be like, okay, what drops in this area? Okay, good. Hey, track bombos.
Marked off bombos.
Gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. No, gift subs definitely count. A lot of people have gotten onto the server via gift subs. You just need to make sure to sync your account with Discord, and then it can take a little while. Why is she going so fast already? Yeah, these parents have been sucking, but that should be enough. Hey, track dragon.
Marked dragon as defeated.
Usually when I get pizza, I'm not looking for, like, exquisitely cooked. I'm just looking for a tasty amalgamation of ingredients. And I do enjoy some spice. Groovy! Alright, fine. Hut! Whee! Tender. I don't know what my brain associates that with more. Earthworm Jim, because he says it in Earthworm Jim 2 for the sandwich pickups, or Disney's Recess. It's one of the two. I couldn't tell you which one my brain defaults to, because they're both very similar in terms of how they're said. Alright, well, it should pop up at some point. I know there's a spot for it in your Discord settings somewhere to look at the options. It's in there. A lot of people enjoyed from it. I just... Oh, hey, that's, I don't want that. Hang on a second. Damn, I should have done this earlier. When I had the chance. I got baited! Hey, track Plasma Beam. Hey, track Plasma Beam.
Toggled plasma beam on.
I kinda wanna try something. But first, let's go get the ice rod. Just in case I need it. Yeah, the snails are fun to kick around. Don't tell Smite. Hey, Tracker Track missiles.
Added more missiles.
Hey, Tracker Track ice rod.
Tracking nice rod.
Alright, I want to give a certain glitch a try. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but I'm gonna try it. Because you know what? The scene's been slow already anyways. Why not give it a quick experiment? Oh, whatever. It was worth a shot. Man, that's really hard. Why is that so hard? You'd think it would work exactly like the Vatuan one. Those blocks are oddly more secure for some reason. Oh. Hey, Tracker, what's it, Plasma Beam?
I bet Hat Kid would appreciate it if you checked it out.
Ah, shit. Oh, I hate these rooms so much! Okay.
I didn't get that.
I said okay. I just wanted to see if I could do it. The answer is
you repeat
probably.
that?
I just wanted to see if I could do it, Tracker. Thank you for giving me none of those wall jumps, game. What is going on? Ah. No, she didn't disable them. She thought I said to disable them, which I didn't. I was planning to go here anyways. The whole idea was to get that, is to try to get that glitch and then go to Plasma Beam. But I didn't get the glitch, so I'm sad now. It was a bait all along, Tracker! Hey, Tracker, track half magic.
Marked off the half magic. By the way, nice tech.
Yeah, here we go. Anyway, it's time for some more shenanigans, because that's just what I'm in the mood for, apparently, today. It's one of those things, I understand the scene's been going on a while, so we're in for the long haul. I'm just gonna try a whole bunch of shit. I hate these rooms so much! No problem, Bim. Everything seems to be functioning. Although she hasn't said hello to anybody in a while.
Hey, the biggest blueberry. Good to see you, Jake Bob.
There we go. Just wanted to make sure she was still integrated.
Hey Zelda. Hi again, delicious meat. Hey C3's chip night. Hi Skendissa.
Skendissa. I don't think she handled that one very well as Kennedy.
I already said hi to you, Viney Gamer 24. Good to see you, MR_Stone. Good to see you, MTI. Greetings, Glitchy Beta.
Yeah, I was gonna get real odd with Snowman Robot, I'm just saying.
Hello, Melee Wizard.
I gotta do a bunch of farming, we're gonna need some health. I kinda threw it all away. Oh, you figure I've probably got another hour yet.
Nice to see you, X_little_red_X. Nice to see you, Diamond Dragon 1985. Hey, Rouge Pabatsa 2B.
Rouge the bot. Okay, we're good. That'll be enough for this.
Nice to see you, Press 27 Talker Tissalo.
I bet it's...
YEROC38.
You know what? I don't know why I didn't say hello there, Figgle. It's like at first I thought it was the exclamation point, but then somebody else got an exclamation point that worked. Weird. I don't know about that one now. Maybe we should hold off until dinner. Anyways, time for this nonsense. Ah, shit! I almost got it first try. I just needed to keep holding right.
Hey, Moonlight_Kitsune.
Damn, I'm actually jumping too high. Oh, maybe it works fine from that guy then. Oh, come on! You can't be doing this to me, game! That was way too late. It's really not a good time for that to not give me the input. I'm used to just getting this in the first go and then being done with, but the game is being very annoying today. Nope. I might be able to bullshit this. Oh my god, game! Just give me the inputs I'm looking for! Jesus Christ. Yeah, that should be a calm enough gravity jump that it should work. I'm still gonna have to do this. There, was that so hard? Thanks. I hate it when it just refuses to give me the jump I'm looking for. Damn picky ass wall jumps, anyways. More energy off than I would have liked. Not a good day for wall jumps. I keep seeing the pose, but the input doesn't work. I'm going in! Go ahead and get some healing from these guys on the way. There we go. I require healing. Healing, I require thee. Hey, there we go. Very nice, Rouge. Not a whole lot goes on in that bar server, but I do post things every now and then. Helps keep stuff up to date and whatnot. I just know a lot of music, Figgle. Just a lot of music. It's not fair. Why does Isaac have so much good music? Freaking spoiled. And I have a large collection handy, so it makes putting them together pretty easy. Pogo time! Okay, Ridley should be done. Go on. There you go. Hey, track Ridley.
Congratulations on beating off Ridley.
Hey, track missiles.
Added more missiles.
This is probably one of the easiest MSU packs to put together. Because all the songs are so strong thematically from Isaac that it's just like, okay. I pretty much just have something that fits everywhere. Like, how do I not put this one in Lower Norfair? It's got a fiery sound to it. It's loud. It's grungy. Okay, I'm telling you right now. I ain't streaming more after this particular randomizer scene today, because this shit's getting annoying. Like, really annoying. It's not a good day for Twitch. Apparently their servers are just crashing all over the place. Try what? It's like I try my usual server, it explodes. I switch to the only Canadian server, it explodes. Just one of those days. Hey, track powerful bombs.
Added more powerful bombs.
Nah, that's the disconnect protection screen. It's very helpful because it means that anybody who has the stream running idle, it'll just start up again for them. They don't have to refresh the page or anything. It's very handy. And when all I'm doing is stopping the stream temporarily to switch Twitch servers because it crashed, you know, it lasts for exactly long enough. I don't know. Oh, hey, that would have been useful a while ago. Thanks for squirreling that away behind Ridley there, game. Hey, track charge beam.
Toggling charge beam on. By the way, nice tech.
No problem. I can do wall jumps. Hey, track E-tank.
You now have 8 energy tanks.
Where is this fire rod? And the Titan's mitts?
Marked gloves at Spiral Cave.
They're not there, Tracker. Hey, Tracker, undo that.
Make up your mind.
And now the slow meander back. I got all my useful, like, Super Metroid items after doing the vast majority of Super Metroid. Still no space jump. It's gotta be around somewhere, but at this point it don't matter. I'm just gonna have a sad face, because this Super Metroid run was very slow. Fuck it, I'm taking a shortcut. This one's a real nasty shortcut. Just trying to remember, how do I do this? I think it's like this. There we go. One shortcut. I track this bullshit at Bumper Ledge.
Marked missile at Bumper Cave.
I mean, that's accurate, but... yeah, the game doesn't particularly care for me doing that particular trick. It's fine, the corruption will fix itself. Corruption! Hey, track 10 sticks from Skillwoods.
Added more sticks. Just one more.
Okay, nothing in here of note. I track butter from Skillwoods.
Marked sword is butter. That's the last of them.
More skulls? I swear to heck, if this whole scene would have gone differently by choosing left instead of right after going to Hype Cave, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. Nah, don't need to actually do Hell Dive in this one. I mean, that's a trick that'll eventually get explained and added as an option. But no, at the moment it's not a possible thing for logic. Hey, track Spring Ball.
Tracking Spring Ball.
Oh, hey, it's the Waka
3
Chaka
treasures
song.
left.
It's been a long time. Hey, track Wave Beam.
Marked off the wave beam. 2 items left in Thieves' Town.
Well, the book's in logic now, at least. Oh, Waka Chaka. Oh, Waka Chaka. Oh, Waka Chaka. Oh, Waka Chaka. Waka Chaka. Oh, Waka Chaka. Waka Chaka. Hey, track missiles from Thieves' Town.
You now have 130 missiles. 1 item left in Thieves' Town.
Whew, baby! It's getting laggy in here. No! Nah, the bits are probably just gonna be on, like, Stumpy or some shit. So it's a maximum punish for daring to choose the wrong direction in a 50-50 coin flip. I mean, the fire rod's probably gonna be behind Mitz somewhere. And just to make sure the scene gets dragged out a little bit longer, just a little bit. Fire rod on Laser Bridge. I mean, I'd be thrilled at Fire Rod on Laser Bridge. That's so incredibly rare. Like, when I saw Beast recently get as far as Laser Bridge without the fire rod and Total Rock, I was, like, heartbroken that it wasn't there. Hey, track missiles from Thieves Town.
Added more missiles.
Because it's so rare to get
That's
that key
everything in
layout.
Thieves Town.
So rare. It's always really cool when that happens. I'll forever remember a Spring 2018 tournament race in the Swiss part of the bracket where they had Fire Rod on Pendant Turtle Rock Laser Bridge for Bo from Pendant Mothula as their go mode. Hey, that's pretty neat one, Melee. Turtle Rock Moon Pearls are decently common in inverted, but it's always neat when it ends up so deep. Hey, Tracker, I defeated Blind.
Marked blind is defeated.
I mean, I tried to visit him. That trick's just really hard to do. Oh, God damn it. I mean, at least it wasn't a left or right thing, but of course, that's the Titans bits first. So now we gotta try to find the fire rod. Oh, yeah. Oh, the front entrance at the back of Skull. Ew. Nasty. All right. The old having to go backwards through Turtle Rock thing. Hey, track Titans bits.
Toggled titty mitts on. I hear Peg World is beautiful this time of year.
Well, we're right next to it there, Tracker, so we're going. Hey, track bug catching net.
Toggling bug net on.
Hey, track E-Tank from Sick Kid.
Added more energy tanks.
Alright, here we go then. As long as this isn't the fire rod. Funny thing with Roller Room is you technically logically need like all 4 Turtle Rock small keys even. Hey Tracker, we're going to Peg World.
Toggled Peg World go mode. On.
Hey Tracker Peg. 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 Hey Tracker Peg.
Toggled Peg World mode off.
Hey Tracker, track grapple.
Toggled grapple beam on. Hey Tracker, track shack tool go mode.
I appreciate how consistent I am with getting that to work at least. I'm gonna be real sad if it's just that shack tool. Considering I was so close to getting that trick a couple of times. Oh, it would have been legendary if I finally managed to do that trick for the first time. It's the first time I actually tried to do it, mind you. What a thing to find there, though! You just get into a rhythm of saying, hey, Tracker Peg. You know? Alright, we're going to Ice Palace first, obviously. Yeah, I already checked X-ray room at least. It's nothing. It says pop, yes.
Hi again, Skendissa.
Skindis. I mean, at this point, Sacred Heart's way better than Godhead anyways. By a lot.
Hi again, Alakazam Trainer 219.
Take Bomb! I did all the stuff in that video game!
What was that?
I did it all, Tracker! I even had to play as Tainted Lost, and that one sucks really badly. It's like Launch Lost all over again. Except you don't have 9 lives to fall back on, because they got rid of all the 1-up items, so it's even worse than Launch Lost. You know how bad Launch Lost was? It was terrible! But I did it! You know how much I had to hold R? Because it's a lot. That's how I really feel. Fuck hardcore mode characters with unlocks attached behind them. That's how I feel. Hey, Tracker, Tracky Tag from Ice Palace.
Another one.
Why
Two
is there
items
2 more
left in
forms
Ice
of the
Palace.
Lost? In Repentance, eh? We didn't need 2 more! Never again, game! Never again! Thankfully we have this handy thing called mods nowadays. Hey, Tracker, check bombs from Ice Palace.
Added more Zelda bombs. Just one more.
I didn't have much issue with Ultra Hard mode, to be honest. That particular challenge was... there are worse. There are far worse ones. It was annoying. Hey, Tracker, track bomb carrying knowledge from Ice Palace.
Added more bomb carrying knowledges.
Oh, yeah, that's been fixed.
That's
Nice.
everything in Ice Palace.
Yeah, where's that delirium we were, okay? Wasn't that supposed to come out like months ago? There's a reason I haven't picked up the game again yet. I'm just saying. So, let's see, I forget, it was Afterbirth, right? That had the Lost as a character for the first time, and despite the unlock conditions being really amusing. Would be the best way of putting it. It was quite a thing. They were a character that died in one hit in a game where you need to get through a whole lot of video game to finish it. Like a lot of video game. It was a time. It was one of those things where I did not get the DLC after that one because it was just all more crap that I didn't want to deal with. I watched it, and I was very happy that I didn't spend money on it. I had to spend money on it for Repentance, but I mean, by that point, it was on for like $1. Oh yeah, it's a community effort, alright. It got data mined. It got data mined. It was supposed to be a community effort, but it got data mined. And, you know, it would have actually been pretty cool. They tried to set up a whole, like, schoolyard rumors type of thing going. That's when data mining started really coming into light, and it was kind of unfortunate, because it would have been kind of cool to just see people being like, you know, some weird shit's been happening. I guess I'm in go mode now. Hey, track fire rod.
Marking off the fire rod.
I'm gonna quickly check for space jump right here. Hey, track powerful bombs.
Added more power bombs.
Hey, track go mode.
Toggled go mode. On.
Yeah, you can't unlock the lost by accident. There's too many steps. There's just too many steps. Have a good one, Ranko. Thanks for dropping by. Hey, track everything from Hookshot Cave. Hey, track everything from Hookshot Cave.
Added 2 missiles, E-tank, and 20 rupees
Tracker, I
from
defeated Cold
Hookshot
Stare.
Cave. Rip Cold Stare.
I'm taking a shortcut again. I don't have the flute, so I'm just gonna do it like this. Yeah, that was the thing. It got data mined. It was supposed to be a long and, like, rumor-filled task. But then it got data mined, and they were pissed. Now, the Keeper, that's where they decided, okay, no more stuff in the game. This time, it's gonna be an ARG. Actual real-life shit. And apparently it was neat. No, that's the easy mode way to unlock the lost they added afterwards. Oh yeah, I forgot to pick up a key. Let me do that. That was the easy method they unlocked afterwards. The real way to do it back in the day. Oh, that was much more involved. Oh, right. That's how you were supposed to actually get hints. Right. And that is one of those things where that would happen at some point. And then somebody would go on Reddit and be all like, yo, what the heck? I did a thing and this happened. It's like, okay, what was going on? And the discussion begins. It's just one of those things where I think about the whole process as it was intended. And I can't help but sympathize with the devs. Because that would have been neat. It would have been really cool. But alas, it was not meant to be. mean, I think the old way still actually works if you really want to go through with it. All I know is the game didn't see any good content until Repentance. Speaking of shortcuts, since the seat has been on the longer side, let's take another shortcut. I'm in a very shortcutty mood today, what can I say? Hey Tracker, I defeated Mothula.
Congratulations on beating off Mothula.
I don't know, man, people have so much energy to hate this and that and the other thing for this, that, or the other reason. I don't have the energy for that shit. I don't know where people get the energy to keep track of all this reason to hate this and hate that. It's just... ay. I got other shit to worry about in my life that is dramatically more important. Okay. It would have been too if I went the usual way. Thanks for the quick big key there, Ganon's Tower. It's like I got other shit to deal with. Like frickin' finances and food and what to do for the stream constantly, keeping everything up to date and trying to, you know, have the mental stamina to keep everything going all the time and yeesh. And I guess social stuff every now and then. And like health. I never actually use social media. I got a Twitter account that I use for posting about the stream and stuff like that, but that's about it. As it stands, I've just never bothered. It's just like watching the local news. It's pretty much all negative all the time, so... I don't need any help with that. I didn't move a pixel to the left, so that shot failed. But it's okay. We did some cool ice skating. Actually, speaking of Crypt of the Necrodancer, damn, I need to pick up the DLC's music. I still don't have that. And there's probably like, what, 7 versions of the OST by now? I wonder if there's an easy place to get all that. I don't know. It's one of those things. Maybe it's a different mindset than a lot, but... Nah, it's just one of Hacket's various palettes. I do like that the blue and red mail use palettes that are actually available in Hat in Time. Space jump? Space jump? Nope. I want a space jump. I want to go to space with my jumps. Alright, so we're gonna have plenty of ammo for Mother Brain. Nothing too major there. I guess in summary, my life's got enough problems without me looking for more. Yeah, it shouldn't actually be in Gettysburg, you're right. So Space Jump can't actually be here. Makes me wonder where it is, though. Damn. It almost worked. Don't you fire a blue ball. Don't you do it. Dick! Oh, come on! The first one didn't even count as a triple. Boo! Boo on you, Aga! Boo! Now, please. What was that? Oh, it's just bomb. Don't worry about it. Get the rats! Oh no! I think this must be purged. Shall be a mercy. I've got the strongest possible equipment for Ganon. He's going down fast. I mean, you can try to put this off, Ganon. It ain't gonna work out for you. I'm sorry to say. I tried. I went for it. I did give it a shot at least. Hey, Tracker, I defeated Ganon.
Marked Ganon as defeated.
There are certain times where you can actually pull off a quad silver arrow, but it's very precise. I've never actually done it before, but I'm vaguely aware of how it works. Alright, time to get this shit updated. Hey Tracker, I have 145 missiles.
Removed missiles.
Hey Tracker, I have 140... Wait. Hey Tracker, I have 155 missiles.
Added more missiles.
Hey Tracker, track soups.
You now have 60 super missiles.
Hey Tracker, track powerful bombs.
You now have 45 powerful bombs.
Well, since we're on the way to Torain with, you know, no speed booster. Hey Tracker, disable hints.
Toggled hints off.
Hey Tracker, enable spoilers.
Toggled spoilers on.
Hey Tracker, where's the speed booster?
The speed booster can be found at Shucktoll's item, in Inner Meridia.
God damn it! I mean, it would have been too late for that to matter, but still. It's that Shack stash! Are you meaning to tell me? Are you meaning to tell me right now that the game expected me to go to Peg World, get the grapple beam, go to Shack Tool, get the speed booster, so I can go back to Rex Ship to get the flute? It's a good thing I didn't need anything behind the speed booster. Oh wait, the boat was behind the speed booster. Damn, no wonder there was nothing in. There was a couple of things behind the speed booster. Gross. Hey Tracker, what's a waterway?
An energy tank is there.
I'm really sad that I didn't pull off that trick. It would have been hilarious to get the speed booster out of that. Man! I'm sad now! I'm sad. This is my sad
Marked
face.
bow at ped.
I'm sad. Sad. Sad time. I couldn't pull off the trick. I couldn't pull it off. I didn't get the speed booster. Oh. Oh. Hey, Tracker, undo that.
Was that not what you wanted?
Hey, Tracker, what's at the Master Sword pedestal?
Master Sword pedestal has a Styx.
I do appreciate that I have the technology necessary to make a sad face, though. Oh. Hey, Tracker, where's the space jump?
The space jump is at Meyer's shed, right, in Dark
Gross!
World Meyer, but it is out of logic.
Gross! Oh my god! Alright, hang on! I was supposed to get the flute so I could go to Meyer's shed to get the space jump! So I could do Lower Narfair! What? It gets worse! It gets worse! Damn, it's a good thing I know how to do wall jumps! Speed Booster is at Shack Tool, with Grapple Beam at Peg World, with Flute at the Speed Booster item in Wreck Ship, so you can get the space jump. Because the only other way to get to Golden Torso without doing a green gate clip is to have the space jump. Ooh, Mama's bad. So basically, this scene was destined to be very not cash. Ah, I screwed it up. Whatever, we'll just sit and wait for a little bit. I took one too many hits, so now we're gonna have to wait. That's fine, I need to swap out my drink for water anyways. Hey Tracker, where's the magic cape?
The magic cape can be found at Trinix, in Turtle Rock.
Hey Tracker, where's the drugs?
The magic powder is at Golden Torso, Ceiling, in Lower Norfair, West, but it is out of logic.
Hey Tracker, sing me a song.
Good King Moggle Mog. Good King Mog. Lord of all the land.
No!
Good King Moggle Mog. Good King Mog. Rules with iron hand. Good King Moggle Mog. Good King Mog. Leads the brave and true.
No!
Good King Moggle Mog. Good King Mog. Now come along and meet his trusty crew. Cubo. Cup to Kappa will clip your tuft. Split your hairs and ruffle your fluff. Cupty Coop will throw you for a loop. Brave a wall of
It's not the
whiskers
fight,
to find
no,
his
no,
troop.
it's the song.
Could please
It's the
tickle
song that's
sly yet
cursed.
sweet. He'll tickle your nose then tickle your feet. Jolly Kaji's eye for fun is clear. He'll put an arrow straight in your rear. Pukla Puki plays with fire. Palms a burning on her pyre. Puxy Pico likes her buddies big. To sing a little song and dance a little jig. Punapeco shivers and shakes. She'll stick you in the gut and give you belly aches. And who's behind them, standing tall? Why, the biggest Moogle of them all. Woo? Woo? Good King Moggle Mog. Good King Mog. Kind and noble lord, here, here. Knock your noggle nog. And mind your gob. Or he'll put you to the sword. Good King Moggle Mog. Good King Mog. His judgment you will dread. Good King Moggle Mog. Good King Mog. What do you decree? What do you decree? What do you decree? Off with their heads.
Well, I mean, her head is off. That timed out well.
I didn't get that.
I said that timed out well. Good job, Tracker. Hey, Tracker. Hey, Tracker, thank you. Hey, Tracker, thank you.
You're welcome, I think.
Perfect. Worth it.
What was that?
I said perfect, Tracker. You did perfect.
Birdie! Yeah, yeah. Whee! Yeah. You look ridiculous. Oh yeah. You gotta believe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, I mixed this alarm quiet in this one, didn't I?
You gotta believe. Oh yeah. Oh, oh, Luigi. This is a very tense moment.
The Luigi escape has begun. The planet's exploding! It's reached critical Luigi! Screw the animals. This scene's taken long enough!
Wowzer, you the best. This is a very tense
I'm
moment.
taking my gunship and I'm getting out of here! Well, that was certainly an experience. What the hell, man? What do you mean, Big World to Shack Tool to Speed Booster Item and Wreck Ship to Space Jump and Meyer Ship? What? Wait, what's this? Oh no! Oh no! It was the animals all along. Oh no! What do you mean there's a different ship for the escape portion? What? How does that work? I thought I used the same graphic, but apparently not. Apparently it's a different sprite. Huh, alright, sure. Well, crap, I guess I got called out for not saving them. They saved themselves. My ship's been confiscated. Well, that was a trash fire. I was just trying to figure out the logic the whole time, and no wonder I couldn't figure it out. Holy crap. Hey, Tracker, check Mother Brain.
Is it finally over?
Yes.
Can I go home now?
In a minute. God. Well, that was an experience. I can't say I was too fond of the multiple. Yeah, stream crashes thanks to, you know, quick service and whatnot, but oh well, this is dealt with. Dealt with at the very least. Let's see. I'd keep going right now, but that already took a while, and I don't feel like dealing with the possible server crashes again. Anyway, that was fun, I guess. Ugh, 40 minutes in Meridia! Because I was standing there trying to do that trick for that long. I might clip that out of the VOD. I might just go ahead and clip that out of the VOD. I got rid of the excess backtracking in Great Cave Offensive yesterday from the VOD when that goes up in an hour and a half on the VOD channel. So that'll be good to go. One of those things where I don't mind snipping out parts that just kind of drag on too long. Yeah, but there's only so much of this song that should be played each stream. I've just always got the button handy, just in case, you know. Just in case you need a little bit of that, and a little of this, and a little, and you know. Ouch, an hour and 40 minutes in Super Metroid. I didn't do so well today. No.